What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Miami Marlins franchise, episode number 3. And right here we have a trade. We are going to be getting Javier Baez and Jose Veras for Rob Rentley and two throw-ins, relievers Archimedes Caminero and reliever, which was it? Hang on. I forget which reliever. Josh Spence, there you go. So we will be getting Javier Baez and Jose Veras. Now, we couldn't just trade for Javier Baez because the Cubs had some salary issues and couldn't take on the salaries, so we just said, well, me saying, just what the heck, I'll throw in Jose Veras. He could be maybe a decent bullpen piece. So Josh Spencer here, I show his stats, and then I do go on with the trade, and we'll be playing a game right after this trade. And we'll be playing at Arizona. We'll be sending to the Arizona series right before the All-Star break in July, and we'll be playing that game. So Henderson Alvarez is going down a little bit in potential, but we got that note right there. And also JT Realmuto is going up, so that's good. He got a potential boost. He's still at a B, but right here we have Javier Baez as the trade did get accepted by the Cubs. So we're gonna make either Enrique Hernandez or Danny Echeverria a trade piece, because Javier Baez will probably be up next year, and so we're just gonna send him to this Diamondback series and play the first game of the series. Now the pitching matchup, I'm gonna spoil it for now, but you guys will see. It is Jose Fernandez against Patrick Corbin. Now I know Corbin's out this year with Tommy John, but I was gonna make this more realistic and try to put those guys on the DL, but I have no idea of doing how to do that. I don't know if you can do that, so sorry about that. But if Jose Fernandez did go down with Tommy John, I could definitely see this pitching matchup. I could definitely see this as a pitching matchup, but here we go, checking some more notifications right before we get into this game. So Tom Kohler is down to a C potential, and I got that little notification right there. It's going cold. Actually been pitching pretty decent. He's got a little bit of a high ERA, but I'm going to check the trade block right here. Cole Hamels was traded, and that was a sort of a big trade. I didn't get to see it. I kind of went too fast and didn't see the players involved in that. But here we go, starting off this episode with a nice trade, and now we're gonna have a game. So right here, I'm just going through the lineups. It's not how it should be, so I tried to fix that in when I went to lineups, but I didn't realize that I fixed the lineup that has a DH in it and not the one with no DH. And we're not playing an interleague game, so I just said, screw it, I'll just fix the lineups manually from the screen. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Arizona Diamondbacks. And right here, this is where I just said, I'll just do this myself. And I just fixed the lineups. And Jeff Baker, I did start because Garrett Jones, it said that he needed he needed a day off, and his energy bar is low right there. So I decided to start Jeff Baker at first base and start Donovan Solano at second base. So Jeff Baker gets a start, and Donovan Solano gets a start, and Garrett Jones will probably be back next game, but next episode I'm planning on going to the off season, because we're not really in contention. I really hope that we would be, but we aren't. And I'm turning quick counts on. I hope you guys don't mind me using quick counts, and we will be here with this little introduction next, as it's pretty nice. I'm gonna let you guys listen to the introduction. It's actually pretty sweet. And then I will be back on the mic in a second. So, waiting for it. I don't know why I didn't cut this out, but I just showed this loading screen because I wanted to show you the MLB rankings for all of our pitching and batting, and the Diamondbacks too.
The unmistakable view from a bluff overlooking Phoenix, Arizona. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. A look there at Chase Field here in Phoenix. Tonight it's the first of three to start the new week between the Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Over 500, 46-44. The Diamondbacks, disappointing season for us so far. Really thought we'd be a lot better and we'd be contending, but Chase Field is one of my favorite MLB stadiums. I like their retractable roof, and I just like the stadium overall. And here's our lineup today. We go Yelich, Solano, Stanton, McGee, Saltamalacchia, Ozuna, Baker, Hechavarria, and Jose Fernandez, the pitchers. And that is our lineup today. And like I said, we were facing Patrick Corbin, who's 10-4. His ERA is 3.41. He's very good this year in this game. And here we are with Jose Fernandez, bottom of the first. I'm not sure who he's facing there, but he's going to strike him out. 96-mile-an-hour heat. And here is Casey McGee batting .315, 6th in the National League, so close to what he is in real life. I think he's batting .306 in real life, but 3-2 to Casey McGee, and that is grounded out to second, and that will be an easy play for Aaron Hill. So Corbin was dealing this game. It was a pitcher's duel until about the 6th or 7th inning. And here's Jared Saltalamacchia. Now, I get a nice pitch to hit with Saltalamacchia here, but he will sky this one to center field, and that will be a flyout. I thought that one was gone off the bat, but it wasn't. And so the next batter here, Marcell Ozuna, is struggling a little bit. He's got a 3-2 count with 2 outs, and Ozuna is going to swing and hit this one to deep right field. I thought this was out also, but Cody Ross is going to make the catch on the warning track. And so we go to the bottom of the second. Jose Fernandez now. He is dealing, and a ground ball. Nice play by Casey McGee. Throws him out at first. That was a good play to throw out, I believe, yeah, Miguel Montero. So here's a 3-2 count. Jose Fernandez on the mound still. And this will be a flyout that will end the inning, as Ozuna is under that one, and he's got it. So we're looking to get something going. We got Baker, Hechavarria, and Fernandez. Still nobody has a hit in the game through only 2 innings. It's still early. So here comes Jeff Baker, and Jeff Baker is going to get a fastball to hit right here, 2-seam fastball. He's going to hit that one to center field for a base hit. And so we have our first hit of the game. And so with Jose Fernandez coming up, we would, I'm pretty sure we will bunt him over. As you take another look, that almost took off Corbin's head. But we'd actually, this is Danny Hechavarria, the next batter. He'd fly this one in deep left field, and that would unfortunately be caught. I thought that was out, but Hechavarria doesn't really have a lot of power, so Baker's still on first, and another replay of that catch, disappointing. Hit some balls to the track, and after we bunt over Jeff Baker, here's Christian Yelich, 2-2 count, chance to drive in the first run of the game, and I get jammed right there, and he grounds out. Not really grounds out, but here's Jared Saltamalacchia, runners on first and second, 2-2 count, chance, another chance here to drive in the first run of the game. He gets a nice pitch to hit, and ground into a double play. So Saltalamacchia grounds into a double play right there. I was pretty mad after that. But Jeff Baker here in the top of the 5th, 3-1 count, gets a nice fastball here. And again, I thought this one was out, but it was not, unfortunately. And that's a deep fly out to left field. Here, Jose Fernandez, bottom 5, still on the mound. And this will be a base hit. Now, I don't know what I did there with Stanton, but I probably would have gunned him out. But Saltamalacchia drops it and the Diamondbacks take a 1-0 lead. Cody Ross scores. So bottom 7 now. Here's Brian Morris. I brought him in, and another base hit, and Stanton throws this one home, and the runner does not try to go home. So bases loaded now, and that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Now Goldschmidt bloops this one into left field, and that I made a couple errors right there with Yelich. The running was real weird, like I made a mistake there, but they will end up clearing the bases on a bloop hit by Goldschmidt, and it is 4-0 Arizona. After that, I just got really mad and it simmed the rest of the game. I don't think I'd come back from that anyway, but Patrick Corbin gets a player of the game, and unfortunately we lose as the Diamondbacks get 2 more runs, and we lose 6-0. So Corbin was dominant, as was Fernandez, but that Arizona got to our bullpen, and we ended up losing 6-0. Giancarlo Stanton, though, went 3 for 4. So we get back in here into the main menu. This is right before the All-Star break. We got 5 games before the All-Star break. So it was a disappointing loss, but right here, I was ready to make this trade. We were going to send Jared Cozart, Derek Dietrich, and JT Realmuto to the Twins for Miguel Sano, Kurt Suzuki, and Eduardo Nunez. A huge trade right here. I was willing to give up Cozart because we have a lot of pitching depth in our organization and our picks this year that we made in the draft. So I was willing to give up Cozart. He's not having a great year either, but we had this deal in place, and you'll see what happens in a second. JT Realmuto got a potential boost, so I threw him in there, and Derek Dietrich, we have 3 second basemen. So I decided to throw him in there, and as you see here, the trade was rejected. The Twins did not take that trade, even though it seems like a good fit right there. And yeah, but look at this. The Dodgers get Max Scherzer for Julio Urias and Jock Peterson. The Dodgers are just stacked with pitching now. Now, this is another trade I tried to make. Yordano Ventura, Kelvin Herrera, and Tim Collins for Kike Hernandez. And the reason we wanted to trade Kike Hernandez here is because we had Javier Baez coming up next year, and we also have Hechavarria. We can maybe move one to second base and solve our second base problem, but Donovan Solano is a decent player out there at second base, so they said that this was a good deal. And this is a home run derby right here. People who are in the home run derby, Rizzo has 30 home runs at the break. That's the most to people who are in the home run derby. But here's the All-Star Game players, and Steve Cishek, our closer, was voted an All-Star. And also we had a surprise. Jared Saltalamacchia was also an All-Star, and no Giancarlo Stanton, so that's definitely a surprise. I thought Stanton would definitely be in there, but he is not. And also Yangervis Solarte is in there as an All-Star. But right here, trade rejected. The Royals reject it. But we end up acquiring those players anyway. We throw in Mike Dunn and Kike Hernandez, and they do accept the trade. So I do not have that on video, but I really wish I could have got that, but I don't know what I was doing. But here, Miguel Sano gets traded for Matt Kemp, and the A's get Matt Kemp. So Miguel Sano ended up getting traded anyway. But this is me just messing around with the roster, but that's going to do it. So thank you guys for watching episode 3 of the Miami Marlins franchise, and I will see you back for episode 4, hopefully, of the Miami Marlins franchise. So like, comment, and subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I will see you guys later.